All right, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, by Hashem HaKadosh, coming to the family with another breakdown of the scriptures. And this is your brother Yahya. And I just want to talk briefly about wisdom. And so I hope it's edifying. Wisdom of truth and also worldly wisdom. And so, we want to have that wisdom of truth, that spiritual wisdom. And the definition of wisdom, the soundness of an action or decision with regard to the application of experience, knowledge, and good judgment. Okay? And so we want to think about wisdom. We want to think about this as we, are in our lots, as we walk this walk of truth, and that we approach things with wisdom. You know what I'm saying? And not be afraid of those who may be wiser than us and also may be younger than us, to accept that wisdom and accept that knowledge, because it should be all in love. Okay? And so, and Salaki for the dogs barking. It's my dogs out there. They go crazy, man. So, a scripture I want to get real quick is Isaiah 33:6, and it reads, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure." Okay? And so, to have stability, you need wisdom. You need understanding of life situations, okay? And that's what's going to keep us strong. That's what's going to keep us stable, okay? And to studying to show ourselves approved, as the scripture says, roughly paraphrasing. So, we want to really dwell upon wisdom and how to gain wisdom as we study these scriptures, man. As we look out into this world and precept in our minds, that way when we come across situations, we can approach the situations with wisdom, okay, instead of not with wisdom, or approach the situations in spiritual wisdom, right, in truth, instead of worldly wisdom, because the worldly wisdom is what's going to keep us separated from Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, okay. And so let me go to Psalms real quick, Psalms 37:24, and it reads, "Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholdeth him with his hand. I have been young and now am old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread," right? And so this statement is basically based off of wisdom, It's based off of wisdom. He said, "I've been young and I've been old." So he experienced things from when he was young until he was old. And he hadn't seen the righteous forsaken or seed begging bread. Because why? Because the Most High is with his children. But through wisdom, he understood that, because he watched through the times, right? As a young man, the Most High is always with his people. As he gets older, he sees them going through things, situations, trials, tribulations. But he always knew and he always saw that the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, was always with his people, and he never forsook us, ever, okay? And that's a wise statement that he made, okay? And so we want to be wise in our statements. We want to be wise in our thinking and when we approach situations. And I thought that would be a good precept to put up there, so I did that. You feel me? So let's go to 1 Corinthians 3:19, and it reads, "For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahweh, with power. For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness." So there's a worldly wisdom as well. Okay, and that worldly wisdom is foolish to the Most High. Okay, he don't care about it. He don't care about these institutions of science and history and all these technical colleges and technical advances and wisdom as far as sports and statistics and geography and all of these things that are those have nothing to do with the Most High. He's not interested in all that. Okay, it's nothing to him. And it's foolishness, as the scripture says, it's foolishness to him. And he says he takes the wise. So those in this world who are wise, he takes them in their own craftiness. So he entangles them in their own lies, in their own deceit, basically. Okay, and so how he does that is how he does it. But the scripture is plain and saying that it's foolishness to him. Okay. Matthew 10:16, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be therefore wise as serpents and harmless as dove. Wise as serpents. So we want to be wise in our thinking and our, in our approach to this worldly aspect, on our jobs, in our families, wherever we are. We want to be wise, okay? We want to see situations and know and recognize evil and wicked situations and be wise to get out of those situations, And so, and how you do that is precept upon precept, is studying to show thyself approved and meditating on these precepts day and night, the best you can, because they're going to help you in your situations. They're going to help you recognize wickedness, and they're going to help you to know when to speak. So they're going to help you to know to speak when you need to speak, and to be silent when you need to be silent, and in the time to flee. And so there's a time, like the scripture says, roughly paraphrased, there's a time for everything, right? And so we want to make sure we, when we are, or as we in our lots and in this truth, that we are approaching these situations wise, okay? Because we're supposed to be examples, right? We are supposed to be the examples of this world. We are the remnant. We are the 1/3, the elect. Okay, so there's a certain standard that we have to uphold, and it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy because we're still in these fleshly chains, right? We're still in bondage. But that's why the Most High says, roughly paraphrasing, be ye therefore transformed by the renewing of your mind, right? So we know how to get out of situations. We know how to, like I said, speak when you need to speak and be silent when you need to be silent, and not arguing all the time and not trying to debate people all the time, because you're debating people who are in the world, right? It's foolishness. It's foolishness to the Most High, as he says in 1 Corinthians 3:19. It's foolishness. So you can't debate all the time with people about the scriptures. And those who are in the body, we should know better, right? We don't have to, we may not all see the same things, but that's okay, because we, in the spirit, we ask the Most High to help us to reveal that to which we don't know, right? But we know that the scriptures are true and they don't lie. The Most High don't lie, right? So if it's something that you don't know or you have a hard time understanding, then you reach out to those who may have the answer. And if not, then you pray on it and it'll come to you. Okay? It will. But that's showing wisdom, right? That's showing wisdom. And it could be an Ak that is younger than you or an Ak that's older than you. It doesn't really matter. It's wisdom, right? It's understanding certain things. And so, we want to be helpful, and we want to be, we want to be helpful to the body and the family, and we want to uplift our Ox and Akwath, in this truth. And we have to do that with wisdom, okay? We have to do that with wisdom and showing that brotherly love, okay? Always. And so, that's all I got right now. Just wanted to bring that out. Real quick, precepts here. Much love to you out there, the Ak and Akwath out there listening and learning. So to you, I say shalom, and hope y'all have a blessed day. Shalom.